Hey, everybody. I just came on really quickly to do a quick live because I'm doing a challenge where I'm supposed to go live every day. That's number one. But number two, I have something that's exciting to share. And it may or may not be exciting to others, but it is super duper exciting to me. Okay. Because I was doing some reading yesterday. First off, I'm Jocelyn McElderry. I'm the connection specialist. I help midlife women to reconnect and to connect with themselves to go on to be the great that they were always destined to be. So, my tea for the day is this. We know that this is Women's History Month, right? Well, during this month, I've been trying to highlight women who have done some amazing things over 50, which is midlife. Okay. And I got so excited when I messed around and read an article that came from the VA medical centers. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, that's Veterans Affairs. Now, what got me so excited is that in the Fayetteville area, Mari Nikki Fryer has been appointed the executive director of the VA Fayetteville Coastal Healthcare Center. Now, the thing that is so exciting about this is number one, she's female. Number two, she's an African American female. And that is absolutely amazing in Veteran Affairs because Veterans Affairs is a part of the federal government. Now, effective March the 12th, she was appointed as the executive director of this conglomerate, is what I'd love to call it. But she provides strategic leadership and oversight for more than 2,900 employees and 89,000 vets in 15 locations in 19 counties in Southeast North Carolina, with an overall operating budget of $760 million. I got excited when I read that article. I was like, sis, go ahead. She has credentials up to here, y'all. But she got her Bachelor of Science in Nursing at North Carolina Central University. She has her MBA, Master's of Business Administration. She has her MHA, Master's in Healthcare Administration. She's a board certified nurse executive. Literally, she has alphabet soup behind her name. Can anybody else get excited with me about this thing? How about it? Why? Because it is a great time when we see so many African American females elevated to corporate jobs, and we can get excited about it. Now, prior to that, she was at the Durham VA. She was the chief nurse executive there for them, and she is amazing. Hey, Albiana, good to see you. So I just got uber excited about it when I saw she had been appointed interim director September of 2022, and she wasn't actually elected to executive director permanently until March the 12th, 2023. So, I can imagine that girlfriend showed them what she was working with between September and March, and they said, you know what, we need to keep her. She is okay. We know that typically women in healthcare executive leadership positions see the spectrum a little bit different than males. I had someone actually say to me that one of the reasons that we do that is because we can birth humans. I laughed heartily because I told the person that would said that to me. I said, but all of us have not birthed humans. So all of us don't necessarily see it that way. But as nurses, we see the healthcare spectrum so different from males that are just appointed in leadership. And we know across the board that a lot of times males are appointed to leadership positions and they have no idea what's really going on in the healthcare system. That's the truth of the matter. But as a nurse, with her bachelor's degree from North Carolina Central University, go Eagles, she was able to see things differently because she was actually on the floor working. So that gives her an idea and a view that is totally different from those appointed men that end up in those positions. It gives her a totally different idea of how things run. So when you bring someone in that's actually done the work, that thing hits real different. So I can imagine that she is going to make life much better for the employees in that area and for the vets that access the care in those facilities that she's over. I think it's a wonderful thing. We just rule differently. Women rule different because we also understand what it's like to have to take care of parents and siblings and all those types of things. And we see it a little different. As a nurse, we see it real different because we see all kinds of stuff. Now, the thing that is amazing is that she's already worked 32 years in the system. Now, many of you would say I would be running for the border if I had already worked 32 years. But I can imagine that she is now concentrating on some of those changes that she heard about from her fellow colleagues when she was working on the floor. Now she's in a position where she may be able to affect those changes. So it's going to be a whole different ballgame because she's been on the floor. She knows what it looks like there, and she can bring some of those ideas. And she'll also be willing to go back and talk to those people that are actually doing the work on the floors so that she can get even more feedback on how to make that system better for the vets in Southeast North Carolina. Y'all, I was so excited about it. You would have thought I knew her personally. And Albiona, no, I don't. Before you say that, I do not know her, but I might try to find out because I think that she is awesome to be able to be, first of all, to get that appointment because we are talking about federal government and it's not easy in federal government. But obviously, she showed them something amazing. The other thing is, she's already worked for 32 years. So, what I will surmise is that she is a midlife woman and that she has determined that she is going to affect change at this time. Good afternoon. And I think that is so important. Now, how does that apply to me? There are midlife women that are looking to make changes now in their lives because some of them worked that 32 years and said, I'm out, but they're still too young to just quit. So they want to do additional things. So I help them get those things together, package them up, and figure out what it is they want to really do with them. You know, they want to write the book, or if they just want to find their place in their own lives, they're transitioning from married to divorced. Yeah, from married to divorced. That can be super difficult, or just becoming an empty nester. If you've been a single parent for 10 or 15 years and now your child goes off to school, you have no clue what to do with yourself because now you only have to manage yourself. All right. And if you've just had some things that you always dreamed of doing, always wanted to do, and you just didn't, now's the time to get back to it. This is the best time ever because you only have to worry about you. It's a no-brainer. So, with that being said, I am doing a webinar on Monday night at 7 p.m. and it's called It's Not Too Late. because it's not too late. Even though you're midlife, it's not too late to do some of those things that you always wanted to do. I think it's absolutely amazing when we decide that we're going to do this second act, because as long as you're breathing, it's not too late. You're in great time. And it's great time when you have just you to think about. But even so, I've heard of women that are married and their children grew up and left the nest, and now they needed something else to do because their husband might be a golfer or a fisherman and have other stuff that they can do, but you found that you wrapped your whole life around your children and now they're gone. They're gone on doing their own thing. Because trust me, they're going to leave you and do their own thing. And sometimes they look back, sometimes they don't. But that's where I come in, the connection specialist, helping you to reconnect and connect with yourself so that you can become the great that you were destined to be. So, Monday night, the 20th of March at 7 p.m., I will be doing another webinar, and it's free. Free, y'all. So you can come and hear what I got to say and find out if you actually would love to work with me. I would love to work with those that would love to work with me. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here really quickly and share with you about Mari Nikki Fryer. I am so excited for her because this is an optimal position. A nurse that can affect change in healthcare for the veterans in Southeast North Carolina. That is absolutely amazing. So take care. Until next time, I say keep rising, keep soaring, and know that you can do anything and everything that you desire to do as long as you're still living and breathing. Take care. Bye bye.